made it. Look, I told these people you were cool. You gonna be cool? Like, don't fuck this up for me. Don't fuck it up for you. This is your one chance to go on the greatest adventure you've ever had in your entire life. All right, you ready to go? All right, come on. Look, before we get up there, take this. You're gonna need it. Just trust me.
The adventuring party's almost full. Need your character, class, and race.
I'm a reborn human fighter. My name is Mickey fucking Fitz, mate. It should be right there. In your shit. Can you fucking read?
Go on in.
That's what the fuck I thought, mate.
Need your character, class, and race before I let you in. Get out of here, I ain't got time for you.
I hear you want to roll some dice. You do? Follow me. Now, if you're cool, I can get you in this game and no one will know. I'm the DM, so whatever I say, go. Come on. Follow me. Don't worry about the door, man. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. It's fine in here.
I see you made it. Right. Go ahead. Give us that first roll.
20 outside.
Give us that first roll. Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh! You gotta get the fuck out, pal. Come on. Hey, take care of him, Lars. Get him the fuck out. Bye. Who taught you that?
I told you to be cool.
Who taught you that?
Cool.
The fuck out.
One. Welcome to D&D Abridged. Side notes. Welcome back. We're finally back in the chair. Welcome to all the people coming back again. Today's episode, hell of a recap. Jose's gonna recap everything that's happened, even though he wasn't here last time. And if he doesn't get it right, they all get an automatic felon or death saving throw. I'm kidding. Andy, our guy in the chair.
Yeah.
Almost like last month's recap, except,
Describe.
doing it again.
Right. So last time on D&D Abridged. Right. Previously, we had been in the city for a little bit. We had met Six Fins. We were setting up shop, selling our wares, and we had heard about the Bugman, so we were trying to figure out what that was all about, and then a fight broke out because Bugman rolled up on, he rolled up into Bugman at the end of the wedding, essentially, if I remember the timelines of everything.
It was.
So he starts trying to dip out, fear of his life, rightfully so.
Yeah.
We come up to help. We lost Blue. He didn't like that. Not at all.
No.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
Meanwhile, in another part of the city, other things were brewing, and then I came to request the help of myself and my other team.
Okay.
Because I'm everywhere all at once.
Was that a movie reference? Everything all at once.
So
everything everywhere all at once.
kind of like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man teaming up, the mega powers were combined. So
little NWO action.
we assembled an ultimate team. between Eberron crew and Saltmarsh.
I'm just saying, ain't no houses of Strixhaven, but I feel you.
Yeah. We all had a mutual goal of taking care of the bug.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
It's the episode title.
Rightfully so. It sticks. Right. Different ready now. Bless you.
So while we're in the tavern, like, preparing, because Eberron had set up a tournament
Yes.
of champions to go down in 3 days. So everybody was
Yeah.
preparing for this big, because he wanted to fight all the best people in the city to see, what this place had to offer. Well, while we're doing that, Edog's forging away, making weapons, either to use or to sell, or a little bit of both.
We did both.
And
Yeah.
also out of anger.
Yeah.
Pure rage.
So, while he's focusing his rage, Bugman rolls into the tavern to like, hey, what's up, fuckers? And we're like, hey, fucker. And that was kind of like not a good time for him.
Deidre was definitely unenthused with his presence.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Is that how that works? Okay.
So, and she was trying to have some tequilas and everything else and have a nice little chill time before we really got down to brass tacks. He rolls up, tries to crash our party, harsh our vibes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And we weren't about that. So we're like, oh, well, we just got the fucking angry Mickey fucking Fitz right here, and everybody else, and we're here to win. And he's like, all right, I see what's going on here. He pops into the forge, and he's like, well, you done fucked up now.
Look, in all fairness, I tried to give him a chance to leave.
Rightfully so.
It was a leave.
Yeah.
And he decided to talk shit.
Fucked around and found
Actually, small edit. He wasn't talking shit. He decided to use a bad impression of Blue
Yeah.
to try and,
He pulled the heartstrings.
Yeah, he
fuck
described
with him.
himself.
Psyops almost.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Yeah,
tried
right.
to look like her.
He knew what he did.
He knew what he Disadvantage. You know what you did. You know what you did. You are, respectfully so, rightfully so, but also equally rightfully so. You know what the fuck you just did.
So, once that happened, he just kind of started seeing red and he couldn't really control himself, even though he had total control of what was about to happen. And it fucking happened.
Yeah.
With a vengeance.
Edog.
Nice movie. One of the best Die Hards, actually.
Edog went full Magneto.
And Bruce Willis.
And launched 5 halberds, 15 daggers, 6 spears, and an auto hit harpoon from carriage into him all at once, and then drug him down the road at 200 feet per round.
Then brought him back.
That's an old favorite, by the way.
Yeah. See how
Drag him across town. Classic.
It was 100 feet out, 100 feet back.
Yeah, yeah. Did that.
Stop by any other towns while doing that? You guys like to go through people's hoods expeditiously.
We didn't leave town. We didn't leave town.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Then, we had him, poking with the rapier, so that just to be safe,
That way.
started up,
Classic.
really good.
Old favorite.
Yeah. Fear was probably spit on him and everything else. Again, just to make sure. And show that,
Dominance.
yeah.
Rightfully so.
There's no need for a tournament
Yeah.
now.
So those
Economy. It was always about the economy.
so those plans turned into just a big party, of celebration. The general came and because then we released at least the other sisters or whatever that he consumed already. Maybe some of the others sold. Well, not really.
No, those people are gone.
The other people.
They were
the people that died.
Yeah.
But the sisters came back.
And they're currently being healed
And they're
on the
being
vessel.
healed and rehabbed on the Spelljammer with the general, which we had checked to make sure everything was on the up and good before he left.
I also don't think I made a very pleasant impression on the general. He and I don't really get along.
I didn't get that at all, but
I mean,
It's kind of
from Enoch's point, he's just another figure of power that is ready to abuse his shit, but there's a means to an end with healing blow.
trust you as far as you can throw you kind of thing.
Yeah.
that's fair. You ain't
Yeah.
tossing this
Keep
guy.
your arm's length, you know.
Yeah.
You're cool for now, but if you're not,
And Enoch has a habit of telling everybody they're a bitch anyway.
I don't, you haven't done that with him yet, and I'm glad, because that's one combat I don't want to roll. I'm like, this isn't happening, right?
unless by killing the monster, I think we also did some appeasement towards the thing.
Which,
Oh, yeah!
The thing?
The quarter.
yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
hammer.
the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
Also ended up flipping the hammer and got a positive result on that one. So,
Oh, yeah, because you added some
later.
effects to that. I remember that. Very, oh, yeah, it won't just no regular hit with all the hammers and shit. Definitely had some influences behind it.
yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker won't coming back. Because that was my next thing. I was like, wait, how good? Oh, yeah, that's right there. Coin flip. Fucking sweet. Yeah, and that was pretty much it. Because after the fight, you guys pretty much were just rallying up at the little campfire shit. And you guys were doing all the checks.
Well, we definitely got free drinks.
No, after that, we got the free drinks. We met up with the alternate party
Yeah.
and ended up going.
Oh, yeah! There was a whole nother fight.
Yeah, we ended up going off.
Oh, yeah, then we had to go to the lab.
Yeah, deal with
Then
the
we had
lab.
to take care of that. Because we're like, oh, if this was just phase one or the first of many, we're like,
We're gonna put an end to this. And
so then we're like, we're gonna take care of business. Because this is what we do.
Right.
so
So
we
we
met
had
up
another
with
fight.
a interesting group of individuals that ended up needing a little guidance from their knee, from their asshole.
We tried to make him as Batman. Because the other
Leave
Night
that
Strix-
out. It's the Night
Because
Strix.
the other Night Strix
He's.
was a man in this timeline.
Yeah.
As opposed to the woman we met in the other party met in the previous realm. So, we had it all worked out because we were going to shut him up, and that's the key to that succeeding. Thanks to these powers.
We did a good bit of damage
Thank God
both
for
to
that.
the lab and the people that own it,
Oh yeah, and then you had the bombs.
Oh yeah.
which are the final
Yeah,
FU to the lab.
yeah. So make sure that's not going to happen.
I believe the last episode was pretty much the walk away with the explosion behind,
More or less, yeah.
and what are we doing next?
Yeah,
All right.
looking cool.
Pretty much. So with that being said, we're gonna do a time skip. Oh, by the way, also, while you weren't here, I had explained to them that because one of the last things you did after that whole kerfuffle with the bug man was end up with Carver.
That's right, Carver.
So, yeah. So you guys, for this whole time, you've just been making your money as like an investigator in the city. So yeah, you've been doing that, and
So he would
so
probably be intimately familiar with the goings-ons as far as what he's heard through the grapevine, or what we've been walking around doing.
certain things that involve like what's been going
Question on
on.
that.
Yeah.
Though the general sanctioned our activities in the city against the lab, the city might not have.
The city would have probably known about it. Well, I'll say this. The public wouldn't have known about it, but certain high officials would have known about it. So, in that sense, it would not have been sanctioned for you to do such a thing. Some people feel like you did them a favor. Other people feel like you're stepping in business that really you don't belong in. But, they can only do so much because they can't be publicly seen with certain ties.
Okay, but hold on. This is just involving the lab, right?
That was specifically for the question he asked me. I'm just giving him above table shit.
And I'm asking above table. So that still being the case, we did just defeat this bug man who was ripping shit apart.
Right.
Yeah, but
That was
Well, all of that was
the
go
first
ahead yet.
one, yeah.
That was like 24 hours ago.
yeah, you guys literally just did all this shit
Right.
when we get here.
In the space of one long rest. Actually, did we even have a long rest before we went? Yes.
To the lab?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it went from the evening to the night and then the
Oh,
daytime.
okay.
The next
Basically,
morning,
yeah, 'cause, like,
it got us.
we needed to like make our plan. Like, do we do this now or do we?
Yeah.
And then we met up with that other group
Yeah.
the next day in a morning meeting and went and
Because
did.
Skippy had the meeting later on that evening because they were going to negotiate terms.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it was all the following.
So yeah, we had 24 hours and one long rest, so we haven't gone to another long rest yet since the lab.
Right.
So I guess that's probably where we could start off, and then we'll find out what our
Unless you
political
wanna
and
fast forward.
city
Well,
questions.
yeah, so I'm about to resolve some
Right.
things for you. So as far as that goes, this was oh, by the way, to get back to your part, as far as like, if you guys are trying to figure out information or anything like that, history checks revolving the city as far as like well-known and obscured and unknown activities,
Okay.
I'll probably give you advantage on, only
Okay.
for like rumors and city type shit.
Oh,
Alright. So as far as that goes, after the dealings with the lab, the city has, because this was all during like right before their election cycle, so like all this shit right now has put the city on high alert. So people who are coming into the city have been kind of like trickled back some, and also they're not allowing people with weapons in. And there's new policies that are going to be implemented to where like they got more scrying eyes around the city. Like we got CCTV basically getting ready to go into policy in effect. No one knows who is behind the lab explosion. They don't know if it's been purposely done or if something's gone
Take us
wrong.
outside the gates?
No.
No, you're still in the city.
so
No. New people.
New people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
okay, so we're kind of going to tombstone rules, no weapons within city limits type of thing.
Pretty much, but if you're already established or grandfathered in, like the city's making an exception for you guys because they are aware of the Bugman incident.
Okay.
And you guys,
That's what
by
I
trade, are smiths, so it's not uncommon for you guys to advertise your said weapons and stuff. Because as of now, it's not illegal to sell them or purchase them.
You just can't have them walking around on the streets.
Pretty much.
Keep it to the house.
Yeah. You know, as long as it's in transport, it's whatever. But
Yeah,
you can't be
they're not there to confiscate your shit. Just don't go walking around with a fucking samurai sword.
Like, what's the need if you're not about that business?
Yeah.
But essentially, and that's all.
We're still working.
Yeah,
It
but
really shouldn't have impeded business too much. You know, we just gotta wrap up our shit before we send it out now instead of just handing it to them.
that part's not in effect yet. But that part's not in effect yet because the person who's pushing this is Skippy, and then you have other people pushing their own shit. So the only thing that's in effect is no weapons being brought in.
Okay.
If you're already in, you guys can leave, come and go.
So then we have not left the city then.
Right.
But just to let you know, don't be afraid to leave the city. You can leave and come back. You guys
We're
are
persistent.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
golden ticket.
yeah. Since then, Blue has been released of her own volition. So after healing in the tank, she's come back. You guys are aware that Skippy's wife, which would be the ice one, she is back within the city, doing her duties. Outside of that, the red one stayed on the ship with Romulus. He deemed that one at the moment to be too unhinged to let go.
So Sadie's back with us.
Yeah.
Sophie is with
Skippy's group.
Skippy.
Yeah. Sylvie, which is the red one, she's staying on the ship so Romulus can train her to control her abilities and her powers and her rating.
And Cersei's not present.
Cersei is in the winds.
And okay.
That's the green one.
Yeah. And I don't have the black's name.
I'm sorry. I'm fine.
Hey, yo!
So it was
the best thing.
It's Sydney.
the same.
No, we were purpose.
Hold on.
It's Sydney.
It's Sydney.
Okay, I didn't think we were told that one on purpose.
Yeah, you don't, but I mean, at this point, because Blue and everyone else had proximity outside, you knew that would be a conversation via the. Yeah. Well, not initially.
I mean, but they were all in the tanks or around each other. They would.
Well, now.
I might have slipped out in my sleep.
Yeah. I'm saying now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now they do. As far as that goes.
We don't know where Sydney is either, right?
Correct. But as of present day, even beforehand, no one knew where she was except for Sophie. She had one location, but that
So she was never in one of the tanks. Okay.
She was never on this planet.
That's the black dragon. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What was your question, Jose?
Oh yeah, what would me and Carver be doing?
At this point, he would have been sending you on investigation for missing persons. That were probably either related to the Bugman or some of the other gang attacks, and then you guys probably would have been tasked with investigating the lab explosion or assisting the city watch in that form, because most people don't want to talk to cops. So you guys are like, yeah, okay. You're more welcome in neighborhoods in certain areas than other people are.
Shit.
So that probably would have been your main focus of work.
So how much time has officially passed for us?
A month.
So 30 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
So outside of
potentially
that,
30 rolls for me for my weapons thing. That's why I'm asking.
okay, yeah. But
Do I roll for that too?
if you want to assist them,
We can figure out how many rolls he wants us to do in a minute.
yeah. But that's all the things you need to know about the immediate going-ons after the event. How else would you guys be spending your time? You guys are doing weapons making?
We've been doing at least a half a day of crafting.
Okay.
And
Can I
then
get a level up in my blacksmithing at some point?
What level are you in your blacksmithing now?
well, if we do the downtime rules, his training for half a day would be 4 hours a day. So in 30 days, you would easily exceed the 40 hours needed for proficiency in smithing tools.
Alright, which would bring you up to
don't know where to find it on here.
It would just be on bottom left.
proficiency.
You see tools.
Yes.
You would just go in there, click on the tools, and then add smithing kit. Smith's tools.
And so far as investigating the lab explosion, what have we discovered?
Alright, while they're figuring that out, give me
Got it.
an investigation roll.
So now
And since Carver's,
Yeah,
do you already have advantage
You
with
just
that?
have your proficiency in
so.
either. I use wisdom, but you might use strength for you.
With it, but let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, it can only be an A by it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
There's
mine
always
is
a green A.
use the wisdom, so I'm
if you have
smithing.
advantage.
It's a
But you
plus
can roll the
6.
advantage because Carver's helping you.
Okay.
Yeah. 7 on that one, 11 on this one.
So
Yeah,
16 altogether?
16 altogether. Alright,
If you want to do something about
you're able to determine that
you
the
go on
lab
your skills.
explosion was caused by
at the bottom, you see this is skills and has a
something
little
that
advantage.
Carver
next
has
to it
seen
from here.
during his time when he was in the military, and something that you're familiar with as too.
Okay.
From your past
And then you go
experiences
to the
as a
bottom
space
and
pirate.
customize.
yeah.
And you'll
So
erase
you guys
custom
are able to
skill
figure that
and
out,
smithing.
and some of the footprints and tread marks
Just
you
go down,
see
you'll probably see it again.
look familiar
just
to
type
those
smithing instead
of
of
a
custom
particular
skill.
party that you came across before. And you see a couple of like light fur hairs that look like it belongs to a Pacific
I got a plus 12.
Leonin.
No,
See, like,
Leonin are not popular in the city.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see them everywhere.
And
they're
then
not
it's
that
proficient.
common in
So
the
go over
city.
here,
Okay.
put the
There's like maybe like
appropriate stat being
3
strength.
others.
Okay, so yeah.
But they're so sparse, and one of them
Yeah.
might be a Rakshana. You're not sure. You know? Not to be racist, but they're kind of, 2 big cat people.
Yeah, as far as finding
That's your description. I mean,
explosives, is that common?
Yeah.
Is it commonly available in the city?
So then once you
Something that we
know
know.
that, it'll be at the bottom of your
No,
list.
so you know that
Of
there's
skills.
probably 1 to 2 people who might have some
Once
information.
you know that, you just look over here.
Okay.
Just say smithing.
And who are the two?
Does.
That'd be a
Plus
history
7
check.
smithing.
Yeah.
speaks technically better than me.
I remember I said you guys had an edge.
No.
Did you have an
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell, that's what I'm actually
Okay,
gonna ask.
you are drawing.
I'm wasting.
You are drawing a blank right now.
Expertise in smithing.
All right.
Big blanks.
So, but you at least know that much.
What's your plus to strength?
What are you doing?
I
for this
use
one?
wisdom.
Training
Oh,
dex.
what's your plus to wisdom?
And I know I had
Okay, that
24
must be right
hours.
because I got plus 4.
Well, that was the other reason why I was going to go with an attribute point.
All right. So
instead
how
of
many
last
hours a
time
day are you putting into
another
your
level
dex?
of warlock? Was because then I could have added a point to strength and wisdom and got them both at a level.
8 to 10 hours a
So
day because
actually,
my
that's
ad's
probably
kind of over. You know,
do that.
they're doing their thing like.
Instead, because I'm still.
Well, I didn't know if you were
trying to
helping out on the shop too, so that's what I was asking. Like,
Well, that's why I figured like, you know, because they'd be making stuff. Then when we need to sell, like, well, have our.
Actually,
So if you're
guys,
trained,
but, like,
so you're training while they're making stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So that'd be like 4 hours.
Is that
Yeah.
however it works out.
Well, because you guys only making stuff for 4 hours a day, right?
and then selling for the other half.
Okay.
So then yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'm actually going to switch up something if I may just level up. I'm going to actually do the 4th level in cleric.
Okay. So 4 hours a day, 7.
My level up got a
Oh, yeah.
protective aura.
So, how much does it take to get? Because 40 is just to get proficiency, right?
Is 40 hours for proficiency in a skill.
And then what's
200.
200?
200, what we were doing was either an ability score improvement or a feat. And then 400 was expertise.
All right. So before the month, how many hours did you have already? 24. All right. So you have proficiency in Dex, and you're shy of an ASI or a feat. You're at 136 at this
So
point.
how we, so proficiency and dexterity, just like a +1 goes.
Yeah.
Skill rolls, dex based
Well,
skill
if
rolls.
you take an attribute point, you're just adding +1 to a skill.
1 second.
To an attribute. With the 200 hours. Or you gain feat.
Right, but right now I'm just proficient.
So yeah, it adds your proficiency bonus. That's it. On top of whatever skill it is.
All right, welcome to Tavern Talks here. I'm your host, Olaf the Bugbear
Yeah, well, no.
Fighter, and you know, I'm here talking with
So you actually get to 200
gentleman
before you get anything.
of Elven
When
kind.
you get to 200, you'll be able to put
Some
another
sort
point
of,
in dexterity. Or
right,
take a
yeah,
feat where you can do like
Why
a
don't you
resilient dex.
introduce
And that
yourself
would
so I
give
know
you
who I'm
a point
talking
in
to?
dex and give you proficiency with a saving throw.
Okay, so we don't worry about until it gets 200.
Yeah.
All right, so you write 136 down because that's where you are for hours. 200 is the benchmark.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, just so I know.
I would have been, because I'm forging.
Yeah, you know, bugbears, we
I'd have gone
from the Bay, so you know,
my expertise.
I'm not
Yeah,
familiar.
because you're teaching.
I don't talk to your kind very often.
Projects.
So
I
I
do
thought
have
I'd
one
take this
expertise in
opportunity.
smithing, but I don't know how many hours I would have
Well, what would you like to know?
having been alive towards that.
You're
Starting
Ladrin
off just
Paladin.
now, I need
You always rhyme.
And we
talk.
were doing it before this. I was teaching you before this.
Yeah.
So that's another month of
You know, I ain't trying to do
travel and whatnot.
you
So
know, Dr.
we were doing
Seuss's
like 8
Speaking
hours a
Corner.
day when we were on the road of smithing and whatnot.
If
too.
you want, because I know you said like you were smithing before your whole village got.
You know, this adventure you're on.
I mean, since it's your whole thing, and you
How
have
did
been
you
going
start
off the wall, like, what do you need to
into
do? Just
that?
give yourself like expertise.
This
in smithing?
I can do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a
Yeah.
choice.
And I'll just change
Woke up
level 2 expertise.
together all
Alright.
at once.
Yeah, that's a full
Told
circle.
me I
Man.
did
Full circle that shit.
done this willingly.
That'll mean that
Remember this.
all of my
But,
training and whatnot I'm
told
doing with
this
him
man,
and the selling,
then
I'm not doing pretty much anything else.
Sent on
during the
mission
day.
to help little girl.
The only other downtime item,
That is pretty much how it,
I'll just have to roll
how
for
it
like the
started.
quality of gear that we made or whatever, but I don't know what you want me to do.
So we
for
go
that.
on to protect
Funny that you brought that up. So I was
the young
gonna
lady
say,
behind her sisters. And,
roll
becomes
me a
problem.
d4 because Blue, she's gonna be helping you
But
with
that
the
she is
forging.
not.
So yeah, she's gonna use some
really
incredible
girl.
text. I want to see.
Oh, sweet. That's
Like, yeah. That's a 4. All right, so I was gonna roll to see like how many
Drugs,
percentile. So I guess all your weapons have like electrical.
What did you think you were going to be doing
Oh, I wanted to roll a d4 to see how many quarters.
Just a regular day. What was the regular day
So
for
every weapon we have is
Blink
now
the Aladdin?
electrically imbued.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which kind of works because we're the Thunder Squad, right?
TSA, Thunder Squad, what was it? Armory.
Yeah, the Thunder Squad Armory.
Yeah, TSA.
So, I mean, all of our weapons being electrically enhanced makes sense.
Alright.
So, alright, so what do you want me to roll
Everything's magical
for?
now. This is
What you got?
For the library.
Dude, we are in a charge for the
That's
library.
something nasty.
Alright.
For 4 days, not getting
White part of my mind.
Wait, where'd you get 40?
I just looked
We
it
still
up.
got
You can research every D4.
Did you roll your own d4?
You get like
I did. I just figured out what it would look like.
You what? Okay, that's fair.
I never
Like every D4.
tell how old the
Down to the
tiles
same.
are.
Alright, so you went to the library?
I thought the guy that got 200, honestly.
But,
Where are you researching for? Well, I have to do 2 hours.
who is Clink trying to be? You know, everybody's trying to be somebody in this town, but like, who are you trying to be?
Well, as Paladin, serve the Lord Bobo,
He brings up a
make
point
sure that he's acquiesced.
as a
This is
I
a very
think
tedious
the
job.
other hours that we're not
because you
all
never know
working
what you're
together.
gonna have to do.
So we have,
creature is
if we're just
unsafe.
in the city, then, 4 hours of selling shit,
Gallon.
4 hours of smithing shit isn't gonna
After
get
gallon.
anything done. So my guy would probably also spend a lot of time making more mundane weapons and finalizing the gun.
So you've been taking the dream lately, or Popo
and trying
takes
to
it?
master that.
The
So,
Lord Bobo, he-
even though you're saying like everything's got electric, I need more mundane stuff that the regular man can afford too, because I can't just be selling
I mean,
gnomes.
because it's, well, I mean, you're also in the upper scale part of town.
I understand.
Afraid is
But-
party
I'm saying a
guy.
lot of those.
If
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna
I'm
It's
saying-
gonna be like,
no, no,
this
you're
mummy,
fine.
if
I'm
he's
gonna say
dream lily,
stuff. I'm not gonna have your
that's all day,
You're already
you know.
making this by
kind of
proxy.
hard.
I mean, that should be like.
That's right here in the
The rest of my day is
Feywild.
filled in with
You
that.
know, I don't partake.
My time is taken
is
up, I'm
different
not just sitting here with
with
unexplained time.
Alright,
Sure,
but
it is,
and as far as the gun blueprint, give
Partying
me
per se, it's just
intelligence roll.
almost a natural state of being at this point.
Okay.
Well, it's the research that you said you were using, what, the blueprints, right?
Okay.
It's not-
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to finalize
So
my design.
before you were
So, can I use
awoken on this
history?
boat, did you know any of these people you're running with?
Something of that nature?
I've never seen any of them before.
Just because it's intelligence based, or is it just
Whoa.
straight intelligence?
No,
What can you tell me about your
justify
crew?
history, like you
guys,
researching, like.
I mean,
Ties,
those are the ones that have
long,
been known to make these types of weapons.
Make an enemy,
So,
your
perhaps-
enemies at each other's throats, could you kind of
And
No,
maybe,
business?
we've found a way to work together fairly well.
if I remember
Make a
correctly,
good side business in between
I didn't know.
like they.
stops for
So yeah,
necessity.
history then?
I can also say I'm researching.
Well, that's what I was asking, like,
So,
who you researching or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I could find the local
Everybody gets along fairly well. You
artisans,
learn how
talk
to
to
fight
the
together
elders.
and
Go to a library?
fight together
Whatever.
and make
Alright, cool, you go to the
good
library.
coin together. It's not- It's been
That would
probably
be a
had worse
17 plus 5,
encounters with
so
people
22.
before. Although I could not say
Alright.
the same.
So, when you roll to make your gun, give
You're
me
taking
a-
care of this girl, Blue.
Jocko,
Why don't you tell me
what
about
else are you
Blue?
doing? Or are you just shadowing?
She seems to be the aspect of
adding
Blue Dragon
line.
for the mini head that got us steam.
The channel divinity.
Channel divinity. Yeah, it's
It's
all of the
pretty heavy.
It was
Alright.
pretty wild.
So even with the mundane stuff to the most
She ended up
fantastic
consuming herself,
it's coming out nice. Alright.
which I don't really understand, but she came like
What are you
a double aspect of
What was that?
the blue-headed dragon.
History check.
The history check was to
So it's like a
see if you can remember
two heads are better than one.
the names
But
of
it was still the same head.
who would have either access to sell these files,
Yeah, I don't know.
target, or to make it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's pretty much a one-and-done deal.
Yeah, it's like.
She was quite powerful. Helped me clean the windshield on the Eldhammer one time. It was electric.
Oh, that car out there. Yeah, that thing's shiny as fuck.
Yes. I don't think it will ever tarnish again after what she did.
All right.
Oh, no, what are you using the shit out of?
Well, you were in the library.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
Before back when I heard you guys took care of the bugs problem.
Types of materials, like a
There was some bug man,
pretty much
mass
yellow
bug.
pages of
But
who was that would
Featured, there was no
or businesses that would align with
Quite
that.
the,
And I'm tapping in the library. Alright, so with
many preparations.
okay.
Like that.
Let's see some time above table.
See.
Here,
What was so particular about this
be
game?
on like public records.
Oh,
So I would say
You changed form as well.
you probably would have better.
We were doing very well against them then.
Esmeralda's and just asking the bartender or
Change,
checking to see if they have patrons around. Or just it's far
Changing like you, Mr. Seasonal there?
It's like right
No,
before those cities,
sorry,
like sits
I'm
right
going-
there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was our hub.
I'm still new to the city anyway.
Yeah. But I'm just saying Carver would probably give you this
Bugman.
information. You know, just,
Tall
I would eventually have to ask her on the
Yeah, the growth spurt.
walking to the bar.
Interesting there, Will.
She's
This
just
was,
say around this part,
Developed lips,
like
first
midday, so she's just getting ready for the night shift and dinner crowd.
Yeah.
We go in there. What are you asking?
I've seen a bug with lips.
I hadn't either. This was very upsetting.
I mean, we come from Feywild, so we see some wild
I cannot
things.
think of a bug with lips that can
Just point me in some directions, maybe.
It was,
Alright.
maybe some other highlights of the past few months with these.
Things that are destroyed and built.
we had this feature for a while.
Maybe big explosion. One of big baby to protect myself against maybe another ship.
Fortunately,
if I was out in the wilds and attacked by pirates. Where would I be able to acquire those types of
fire mechanism we have attached to his back.
things for
It's
explosive?
attached to a chain.
Big
Well,
He puts this thing
there's
into what was a very fuck fast mode.
man named Borax Bronze Tongue on the other
We managed
end.
to shoot
He's
some
normally good at
fast arrow.
procuring such
Took
things
off real
as
fast.
long as
Comes out, there's this guy. Goes
there things people might find illicit on the market.
Many miles.
But
Then we had to
yeah,
do
you
shit.
should probably try him up there at Bronze Tongue's employer or his employees.
Okay.
The only other person I can think of, I think
That's
blew
definitely
up
yours.
in that explosion.
What can I do from my sword if it's that?
A man named Dask and the old guy Boromar. The new guy who's in trouble with Boromar's now, or whoever's running it, may or may
You
not.
were in a land with the other family.
Yes,
locally.
Yeah, it's a local band family.
Two biggest families in the city. It's where the
Cell
the cannibalism came from.
I don't know who those people are, but I would surmise where you're from. Yeah, they was all of you must have had
Yeah, two families that had a falling out centuries ago. Don't know why they hate each other anymore.
Oh, we know why they hate each other. But
What would that?
well, one comes from a place west of here named
Big one like
and over there's a lot of
fix you up doctor there.
No, I don't.
not my words, but people say
created things.
freaks because they got city of ogres, hags, banshees, just devilish fiends over there, really. And then everybody else here.
Creatures on the island.
Barbars.
This is a civilized form.
Hey, your word's not mine,
And
Phil.
you had the
But
I like to say let live,
insanity.
live and let live.
yeah, but
Somehow
things were getting
aspects
iffy because they started trying to take claim in the city. Yeah, 'cause he thought Mr. Bormar wouldn't notice his conducting business in a cog since rarely anybody gets down there, but there's an opportunity. You can't blame anyone for
Big
taking
robots out there. Do you guys?
Those are
listed but not checked
projectiles,
off.
yes, they are creations of
This borax. I'm gonna
dwarf craft.
Well, he's a bronze dragonborn.
Yes.
Bit of a stoic, yet eccentric.
Yeah, I got that from Jane now.
Take that with
And some people say he's almost like
That's light.
like a bronzia Gorax. You know, have you ever been to Scales? It's like him, but
with that, because
palette swap if you think about it.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
He's with the
like stay on hand and throw a t-shirt.
Hey, what skills?
You know,
Oh, it's a shop. One of the best shops in Dora. Owned by this man named Gorak Silvertongue. He sells like the best jewelry and craftsmanship.
Borax.
Silvertongue.
Not borax.
I know, right? It's almost as if someone was unoriginal. But who came first? Someone asked.
I'm more interested in.
Yeah, true.
That's cool.
It's almost as if someone knows what they did, perhaps.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It'd be this.
Borax of the borax. I mean, I'll tell you the truth. I could look at one dragon board from another and I couldn't tell you.
Oh man, I feel you.
This is one actually. And it acts as a
Oh yeah.
it's spiked fist. That's why
Oh, this is Dora. Scales is right across the street and down to the block of the ways.
You with
Well, I appreciate it. Maybe I'll check it out.
you
Oh, no problem.
protection, you can engage the shock on the battery into the
You want to drink anything while you're here?
Yeah, I
Engage
gotta
and use the
pay for your
weapon
time,
as
of
if you
course.
hold it. You give her a hand for the purpose. But so
So-
you can turn it off,
What I have?
or you can turn it on.
I'd say you have some money if you didn't already.
Awesome. Now,
Yeah.
question. Can I still have a sword then?
That would be something.
Yeah,
So this would be the weapon as well. I'll take this. That's fine.
Inventory.
That's a cool thing. It's
That's another property.
Wolverine claw almost, or it's
10 gold.
claw,
10 gold.
like
I'll give it 2 gold pieces.
Well,
Spike,
you've been working with Carter for a while, so PIs don't make that much sense. So you at least have a modest purse of like 80.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give her 2 gold pieces.
Alright, cool. And don't forget to add the rest. So just add 70.
Yeah.
Alright. No, wait.
78.
68.
Yes. I said 80.
And you're giving her 2.
Yeah.
So 68 plus 10.
has disadvantage on the next
78.
attack roll before you start.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
70. Yeah.
Yeah.
78 should be the grand total.
Try to dig
And
around.
68 should be what you're at.
Okay.
Yeah.
look it up. What's the
More than 10.
Yes.
Make that a
If you got with the party, you'd have a lot more than that too. Their treasurer, I hear, is good at balancing the books. Knows how to make the right investments.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to make a way through the world, you know?
strength of things.
Right?
I'll just ask some questions for Carver. William Carver.
Oh
Sent me
yeah.
here.
I know Carly, he's a good friend of mine.
Well, you know, he's got me running his errands. Just doing a little research.
Included in most of
Fair enough. Well, hope the information I gave you will help you on your travels.
Yeah, I might stop in a little later once the crop picks up.
Fair enough. Look forward to seeing you soon. And your name was?
Oh, sorry.
6. Nice to meet you, 6.
Helm of Total.
Merelda. Els Merelda.
The pleasure's all mine.
Likewise.
Right. This one.
Alright, so what do you guys do now?
Then I head over to Doris.
3 charges.
To who?
That's across the street.
Oh, Dora is the neighborhood that you're in.
Oh, Doris.
You're heading to Scales. That's the
Scales.
1d4 minus 1 with a minimum.
As you walk in, you see
It's 1d3.
What does it look like?
So it's 1d4.
oh, a very nice storefront shop. So as you come in, it's got the big white glass, the nice door. You see this giant
Those are everyday.
jewelry.
Oh, okay.
It's a bling shop.
Oh, alright.
But you also heard rumors that they have a fighting ring in the back where gambling takes place.
Oh,
You don't know yet, but rumors. Alright. And then as you walk in, you see this silver dragonborn in the finest of linens with the nicest of shades on right now. He had just made them, he's trying them on, but you walk in, you're like, damn, those are beautiful fucking sunglasses.
I
I feel like they'd be like,
Boost your AC.
they'd be like the crazy gold, like
Elton John glasses.
Yeah. Fucking Rocket Man?
Yeah. For no reason, it just came out like that.
I want to compliment him on it. I was like, you look like a statue with those legs down.
Alright, Gorax.
Oh, this is I was like, yeah.
Hello there, sir. What brings you to my shop on this fine day?
I'm always interested in making some coin. I have to look up boots. You know, I'm new to the city, so just real. I'm not getting my feet kind of dry in this place. Just kind of understanding the neighborhood. Wait, would I have seen him when the bug showed up? Bugman showed up? Most of these are leather.
No.
Because I think I was shopping with him and then I ran upstairs when I
that was for Greg. That was a
different character. Yeah,
yeah, this is Eberron character, and when they met up, you weren't here for that. So you had a chance to meet him.
Okay.
But it was like one of those passing.
Gotcha. This place came recommended for maybe making some coin, maybe just a little chance, game of chance here. But, you know, I like to keep it on the down low.
Well, I assure you we have some of the finest jewelry in all of Sharn. So.
Jewelry, yes. Actually, I'm not looking to spend coin on jewelry as much as maybe a little game of chance, maybe some sporting events that might happen in these parts, if you might know about those.
I mean, if you're looking for testing your mental, I know a guy.
And his name is Mickey fucking Fitz! Gorax! You hear him, you just see this reborn just come out, but he doesn't look like completely undead yet, but he just like comes out from the back and he's like, you looking for a fucking fight?
No, I'm more of a lover than a fighter.
Well, you stay away from my Lydia. I'm the only one who's loving around here.
Lydia?
Doing her thing. See, he knows the fucking song, mate. Do you know the fucking song?
I can't say I heard the song.
Gorax, he doesn't know sing him the fucking song, Gorax. He must know it.
Yeah. Part of the culture, yeah.
I mean,
you hear this? He wants the culture.
You did come for a show, scale, so.
Maybe I'm early.
Doing her thing, doing her thing all the floor. It's yeah, it's the fucking song, mate. You get it.
Yeah, I know. That's good.
And believe me when I say this, if that's all you know, you'll be better off.
Yeah, you stay away from him.
I enjoy that. I really.
But no, I hear you want a show. You want to watch a fight or something.
Well, I like to make a little wager if maybe I'm too early or maybe I'm a little too late. But that's something.
Is he on the level?
This is. Oh, I'm the bubble right in the middle.
Smells like a fat.
I feel like Mickey might slip him like a note that says like, gives him like the full one like thing. Come check it out.
You think it would make you? You think Mickey would be that subtle? You think he'd be like, well, this is the fucking fight.
Well, like, granted, this is Mickey's gambit too. Like this is
true.
So like he might, go like grease the palm kind of type deal, and he has like a card, like,
True. He's such a wild card. You go either way. Yeah. All right. So I'll say Mickey slips a note saying the next fight will be later this evening.
Okay. I had another question maybe for you, Gorax.
Yeah.
One was to inquire about chemicals, explosives, bombs, and that sort of thing in the city. Where one might come across those things.
Mickey whispers in your ear.
He is a fucking fan.
I'm just curious.
I was going to say to notes. Better all this so he doesn't understand.
Those types of things are not something I'm normally privy to. The only chemicals I know are cleaning solutions for my wares.
Of course.
So,
absolutely.
You might want to go to the, I'm really not that, like there's an alchemist or an apothecary or something.
Yeah. You just send him to the nearest alchemist?
Yeah, I'm just I'm inquiring on behalf of another party. Yeah, I'm just really learning the place myself, just kind of understanding the lay of the land here in Sharn. I appreciate all the information. You stay wiry and, beautiful singing voice. Mickey, was it?
Mickey fucking Fitz! You gotta say the whole fucking thing, mate.
Yeah,
it's
Mr.
Mickey
Fitz.
fucking Fitz.
Of course, Mr.
Are you
Fitz.
saying that? Are you saying that anything that we craft has the lightning property because of Little Blue now? It doesn't matter whether or not.
No, it was the first batch before the mundane weapons that he made. All of those had the lightning property because
He made some cool shit.
Yeah.
And then he went back to
regular.
like,
I've
the desk.
got a list of some things
Yeah.
that if the rolls roll right, maybe he'll allow.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
okay.
So
And if we have custom
I'll
stuff
kill
for
some
the party,
time
let
and
me
come
know.
back for the fights later, maybe.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, so I'll say during your month, for the rest of it, uneventful. You come back when you go to the fights. Are you just betting? Are you watching? Like,
First I'll just watch.
okay.
See what goes on.
So you just watch this. It's pretty eventful. Mickey wins. And for the rest of the month, I say your investigation leads you to. As far as the bombs go, I would say that it would lead you to two potential suspects. One of them would be Skippy of the Boromar clan, and the other one would be the Thunder Squad armor, which would be these guys. Yeah, so by the time the month wraps up, that's very much where you would be.
Okay.
Alright. So,
Okay,
what do you guys have for me?
we're smithing.
Yeah. So you got a
I
list.
don't know how
of
many rolls you're gonna want, but depending upon that, when I get a good roll, I might request something if that's all right. But I have a couple of specific orders from the party that I'm gonna try and do first with the augmentation possible.
Okay.
Because if it turns out well enough, or if I have multiple of them, that's all well and good. That's fine. If I have extras to sell to the public, even better. First thing is I'm gonna want to create 3 arm blades.
For the robots?
No.
Oh, shit.
Robots.
One is going to be an arm blade Morningstar.
Robots. Okay.
You want a Morningstar?
No, it's like a
It's more like a-
fist. It's a gauntlet
Oh,
arm
you're
blade.
flavoring it that way.
I'm flavoring a
Okay.
gauntlet as an arm blade because then it can actually be used as a weapon
Right.
in D&D.
But I mean, like the spike fist part versus it being an actual, like.
Yes.
I guess you're
So
saying.
like
Yeah.
when he closes his hand as a bonus action, it would initiate lightning. He can punch with it, and it will do lightning damage on top of the punch.
Super taser brass knuckles.
Yes. It's actually an item. No, I mean.
No, I'm just excited. Like,
Oh, I'm about it. I got one.
I'm really like, you guys are really taking on the moniker Thunder Squad armor. Like,
You just told me I could make a lot of electrical shit, so that's.
I mean, you rolled the D4 and got a 4. That,
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
dice go dice.
The second one I'm going to make will be like extended claws for him.
Alright.
So he's gonna have a set of gauntlets that.
So like 10 feet?
No. It'll still be his 5-foot range. It's just to augment his claws with lightning.
Fair enough.
Ain't that not a break a nail, you know.
So.
So got sensitive hands.
They're so soft.
Kitty soft paws.
Kitty soft balls.
So something to augment his claws so that he can do lightning along with his claws, if we can do that. And then I want to make one that is going to be an actual bastard sword, classic gauntlet arm blade that will also do that. Other than that, any other lightning items I've got, depending upon the rolls, I've found lower tier and higher tier things that I'm not going to ask for.
Alright.
So what roll do you want? Smithing?
For those 3, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you the DC uphand. I'm gonna let you roll the 3 of those because
I have assistance and I'm using my channel divinity.
Alright, DC 18.
Success, 25. So you've got The shock gauntlet. You can probably find it.
Shock knuckles, yeah.
23.
You got the claws?
Just put shock gauntlet on there.
Yeah.
It's already an item in D&D.
Okay. What's it called? Shock balls?
Shock gauntlet.
Oh, shock gauntlet. They all want to play the shocker.
28 for the lightning arm blade.
Alright.
So that's those. And I guess roll for one more magical item, or
Would you like to?
I mean, you said 4. Do I only get 4 items, or do I get many more than that? Because I'm assuming that it will
Well,
take
you get many more
longer
than that. I was just separating them per like how you were categorizing.
I would say 4 magical items is probably good in a month.
Alright.
You know what I mean? Like maybe the rest of them might be like +1s or something like that, which are a little simpler since I'm using my channel divinity. But for these lightning ones,
Alright, bet.
if you're okay with that,
Yeah, I'm
because it takes a long time to imbue magic into items.
Sure.
Ooh, that's an 18.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully. Hey, beats it.
Need to beat it. So
Rightfully. This episode is brought to you by Rightfully So. If you need a tailor to fix a hole in your stitch, Rightfully So will get you right.
So I had a 28 and I had an 18. I said that 28 was for that lightning arm blade. But I would rather use it to make something fuller.
Okay.
So
you want to use the 18 for the lightning arm blade?
yes, and I want to use the 28 for something bigger and better. And I'm willing to risk a biscuit to do it.
Alright. You know what each side means at this
Well,
point.
this is so that I can get a particular one that I want to have in the party.
So you're hoping for a no or a yes?
I'm hoping for a yes so I can have the item. On a no, that's up to you what happens.
You might have it, but it might have some cursed features to it.
I don't even have to know about it.
That's fair. I'm just letting you know the
It's on
possibility is
point,
always
so-
there.
That did not flip well.
There you go. Satisfying.
No.
Alright.
So, the item I wanted to get
Uh-huh.
is the Staff of Thunder and Lightning. And I crafted it with a 28.
Uh-huh.
It's purple.
Okay.
It is
Pull us like a read the stuff.
it's very rare.
Uh-huh.
It's got a lot of different abilities that are like saving throws and stuff like that. It's a +2 weapon.
So, without going into details of the spells, what are they? The features?
When you hit with lightning, you do an extra 2d6 of lightning. When you hit with thunder, that's a Constitution saving throw, or they become stunned. You can cast Lightning Strike, which is a 120-foot long, 5-foot wide line with a dex save, so it's basically a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Thunderclap, it's audible out to 600 feet. Each creature within 60 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw, or take thunder damage, and become deafened for a minute, so you shall not pass.
Fair enough.
Thunder and lightning, you can use both the lightning strike and thunderclap at the same time.
Okay.
Now, you can choose to use it once.
Oh yeah, what's the charges in that?
It's a 1 per day.
Okay.
If I'm reading this correctly, when one of these properties is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Oh, so you can use each one of them once until the next dawn?
No.
Oh, it's
When
just,
you use one,
that's it.
that's the charge for the day. But there is one that says you can use an action to use lightning strike and thunderclap properties at the same time. Doing so doesn't expend the daily use of these properties, only the use of this one. So yes, it is 1 per property.
Okay. Alright.
But if there's a curse on it, then there's a curse on it.
Yeah.
I got to know.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to create, and it was either going to be for Detria or Blue.
Do you have to attune to it?
No.
Really? Cool. Alright.
Oh no, yeah, yes, requires attunement. Requires attunement.
Alright.
It's too hardcore now.
I was gonna say, if you didn't have to, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with the curse on this one, but if you have to tune, it's still fun. But all right. So yeah, that's fine.
So I made the staff. Okay.
Just
That's the 4 major lightning-based magical items, thanks to her.
Yep.
If you want, can I do like 4 rolls, 1 for each week, for how well I do the rest of the stuff?
Yeah, go for it. That helps me.
Can I get a light purple sword?
That's called a lightsaber, and no.
I'm saying.
That's a dirty 20.
I felt like the sun blade would be closer to a lightsaber.
I'll take that too if you can pull it off.
28.
Okay.
Good one.
Yeah.
12.
Not so much.
Are we
Plain obsolescence.
I did want mundane stuff too.
That wasn't plain obsolescence.
Now,
You know
how
what
does
I
my
mean?
channeling divinity assist on it?
He's like, I gotta be able to make repairs.
That's what makes them all magical. It's
Okay.
pouring our divine essence into it.
Okay.
28.
Alright.
So
that's
2
what's
28s, a dirty 20, and a
okay.
12.
You want to use one of those 28s to spread the average over to that 12?
No, I think I'm okay
What,
with
2 great weeks?
One of the weeks was not so great, and that's the shit that goes to the lower city.
Yeah. Alright, but
Dang shit.
That's the mundane, non-magical stuff.
even your even your low craft shit is still like good quality in the lower cities.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to only sell to the highest echelon people. The dirty 20 can
Everybody
be like,
needs to kill. I mean,
okay. So for a week, would you say it's fair that I can make 1 decent weapon a day, aside from the magic ones I already did?
Yeah.
So if I roll like a D8, that can be how many weapons I come up with?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that.
just because they need to doesn't mean they can.
Your box is so tight.
Jacob!
Phrasing. We're still doing phrasing.
An approach, dog!
So the first one's a 1, so I only made 1 good weapon that week. 2, 4, and a 7. So 14 weapons total over the month. Okay.
Bad, probably.
I mean, considering that it does take time, I'm only doing this for half the day.
Yeah.
Except the other, I did say I was going to do 4 hours on Monday in weapons, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So, would you say I could create a +1 helm for the party members?
Just a regular +1 helmet?
Just a helmet that adds a +1 to AC.
With like,
No.
Electricity.
No, we did.
What if we
did
painted
the
some
4
cool
lightning items.
lightning bolts on it?
Yeah.
We did the 4 lightning items.
But we're still gonna paint them on.
Out of the 14 you did, because you had some 28s in there, yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, so that's one of the 14.
Okay.
so we all get a +1 helm?
No, there's 1 +1 helm available.
Oh,
Yeah.
A javelin of lightning.
Don't you already have one of those?
No. I'm trying to create one.
I thought we did last time. Fuck it, you can have one. Thought you already did.
No.
Easy.
No, I have a spear that.
Oh, wait.
A little bit of extra.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. So. Okay. So that is a yes on that one for 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, since I can. Now, we're saying these are magical enough quality that are all +1s, or can they be better than that? Because I rolled 2 28s.
I'm gonna say +1 for now, because you guys got a lot of good shit already.
These are the items that are
these are
selling.
selling.
Except for the helm. The helm's
Yeah.
going to a party member.
The helm is going to the party member, you're selling the rest of this?
Yes.
If you're selling it, I don't mind.
I mean, giving it to the party is opposed to. I would be more inclined to give it to a party member if it needed. But I already made him a weapon. And now I have a staff for Deetria.
If you're keeping the javelin, because you're selling the javelin,
I want to
keeping
sell the
helmet.
javelin.
So if you're selling javelin, I'll allow you to sell it at +2. But if you're keeping it for the party, +1.
The javelin doesn't get pluses. It's already magical.
Well then, you were just
I mean,
asking
like
for
the
the helmet.
+1 short swords, +1 long swords.
Oh, like you're just making the sell? Yeah, those fine. You can sell the plus
Okay,
ones.
so out of the 14, I have 12 left right now.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna roll a d12. And
See
with
how
your
many of those are
permission-
plus ones?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it. Just move that so you don't mess your die roll.
7 are plus 1s, which
Not bad.
means that 5 are plus 2s.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Alright, so I will use, because people right now can't carry weapons openly, I'm going to make them more concealable weapons of short swords and the plus 1s. So that'll be 7 short swords plus 1. Which means I have 5 plus 2s. What should I make with the plus 2s?
I mean, second verse, same as the first, really.
I mean, I already have halberds to sell.
Yeah.
I already have spears to sell.
Long swords.
Or daggers.
I haven't done any long swords, but again, right now I'm thinking concealable.
Short sword.
Oh, plus 2 daggers.
Daggers.
To do plus 2 daggers, that kind of levels the playing field with the short sword while being.
And you're also
thrown.
worry about, like, concealment.
I mean, and an ornate dagger could be easy to wear to a ball or something. So if it's like a gem-crusted, ornate handled
You know
thing,
a guy who can do that.
we could definitely get them sold in the upper area.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go with plus 2 daggers for the other 5.
Alright.
If we ever pick up a rogue.
There's that.
If you could ever keep one. Well, technically,
Have we had any
technically,
Fuck.
you, Keon, but technically, because you guys aren't asking, but technically,
There is a rogue.
Blue's classified as one. No, he's a fighter.
Blue's a
I'm
rogue?
a rogue. Oh, you're a rogue? Yes, you got 2 rogues.
I'm a rogue all day.
Once he finally joins the party. But yeah.
Maybe that's how he gets to know us. Is he already met us once, and now he's hearing about these badass daggers coming out of this.
Sadie is a rogue.
Okay.
Classification. Stealthy dragon.
Arcane trickster with lightning.
How'd you fucking know?
It's the only rogue that can cast lightning.
See, this is why these guys are levels ahead of the other players. You can never get things past the GM, which makes games like these fun. Get to do all
Alright,
crazy
so that
shit.
gives us a plus 1 helm,
Yes.
7 plus 1 short swords, 5 plus 2 daggers, 1 javelin of lightning, a staff of thunder and lightning, cursed. I had one other thing that I wanted to try to make, but that's like a personal project that is inspired by the failure of another personal project.
Is it the gun?
I want to make a pepper box, but I want one of the barrels to shoot a lightning bullet. Just one. So they can have 6 shots.
I'll allow it, but roll me a D100 and call the number out. So, like, let's have to get closer
do I
to
have
the
a crafting for the crafting of the gun and then the D100?
This is pure luck. This is pure luck.
It's the pure luck.
I'll give it to you.
So if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't.
Right.
What's my window? Is it
So
just the number?
the closer you are to the number, the better. And like, it's once you start getting 10 passed away from the number is when it increases like your failures. So I'll give you like a little leniency there between 5 on either side to 10 on either side. Depending on how.
Fucking 69.
Nice.
54.
All right.
So that is 15 off.
15 off. All right. Let me see. 15 off. Never had anyone just outside the pocket. Good too.
All right. So I have a pepper box with a single lightning barrel.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that if they're going to select that barrel to use until they reload, it cannot be used again.
Fair enough.
That's like the entirety of my thing. So that's going to be all the smithing I'm doing, guys.
Alright.
So, I'm going to give the Staff of Thunder and Lightning to my wife.
Fair enough.
Because she's also my wife in the game, even though I pay for her consistently.
Have you seen her character?
I always go into adventures and I'm in, you know? So I'll keep that on my inventory for now. I can't add it to hers just right now. So, she gets this cursed staff of thunder and lightning. I don't know it's cursed.
You better iterate that point too, and I'm gonna help you because she's gonna be like, "Why would you curse me?"
No, I'm just going to give it to her, and then you're gonna eventually be like, "Hey, it's talking to you." What? You know? Whatever you do with it, it's a complete surprise, and that's perfectly fine.
I just made it.
I made this thing, and I was using the hammer, and it glowed for a second, so I thought it was special, and it turned out to be an awesome magical item. Here you go. You know, that's what it is.
I love it.
And you shoot for the wins and stuff.
Alright, so we have 5 dagger plus tees.
And while you're doing that, we're gonna take a short break. Woo!